What's up, my friends? Rebel, Holistic Renegade here, bringing you this little warm-up flow that I like to use a lot of mornings. And my morning movement magic is a little bit different every day as I teach my students in men's yoga transformation to become a little bit more adaptable, a little bit more in tune with what their bodies need, so that they, you, and I can take what we need in the moment. This is a nice little warm-up that I like in the mornings, that I like before I work out, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. I posted it the other day and many of you were like, yeah, I want to know more about that warm-up, so here it is today. You just need a little bit of space, a little bit of soft space. Maybe that's towels, maybe that's some yoga mats. You need a couch or a chair or a stability ball if you got one of those sitting over next to me. And we're going to go through a couple different things, some static stretches, some moving, active stretches, or dynamic stretches as you might call them. And apologies for any yard work going on in the background. In this neighborhood, there's yard work going on somewhere every single day. So let's start with one of my favorites here. This is very close to what we might call a melting heart in yoga. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that couch or chair or stability ball if you got it. We're going to get that out in front of you with your hands grounded on it through the balls of the fingers, not the heels. We're going to be in this kneeling position. I like to dig my toes under, and then we're going to sit that butt back, almost like we're pressing that couch out away overhead and leaning that heart down through those arms. And while we're here, we're going to take activation breaths. So what I mean by that is as we inhale, we're going to try and press that couch or that ball away. We're going to hold that breath just for a moment, trying to dome the arms like you could lift the arm bones up away from the ground. And as you exhale, relax everything. See if you can sink into that stretch a little bit more, like you're trying to lean your heart down towards the ground. Now, take it easy on your shoulders. We want stretching inside of muscles. No pain inside of any joints. Tendons and ligaments, they don't go back. Muscles can stretch up to 150% their length and come back. Tendons and ligaments, they don't really do that. Another big activation breath. Big inhale. Try and press that couch, that ball, that chair away. Doming those arms. Hold for a second. Imagine I'm pressing your elbows together. Press them out into my hands. You'll feel your underarms a little bit. Big exhale. Relaxing into it. Sinking down like we're going to sink down towards the floor. Take it easy on your joints. One more time here. Big inhale. Press away. Holding for a second. And big exhale. Relaxing into it. And then we'll gently release those arms coming up and out. Ooh, nice. Overhead position. Now you can lift your arms up overhead without arching your back and stealing that range of motion. Now we're going to do what's called the couch stretch. I'm going to get this stability ball, if you're using one of these, situated on the ground so I don't slide around, but you can put your foot over a couch, a chair, or if this is too challenging, you can just go like this and put your foot over some pillows if you feel way too much stretch to the front of that hip. So we're going to get the ankle up over that ball, and we're going to bring that knee down. Right ankle on the ball, right knee down on the floor, sweeping that left leg through into a nice little lunge. Look at my setup here. You might decide to take your hand and unbunch any bunched up skin in that knee. If it hurts on the knee, put something under it, a pillow. Because if there's any pain here, you're not going to get into this properly, and it's not going to be as beneficial for you. Now, if you're here and you're like, hey, this feels good, great, stay here. But if you're like, hey, I want more, let's see if we can walk those hands up to that left thigh, sitting upright into this stretch. Hello, quad, hello, hip flexors. These are usually responsible for a lot of back pain if they're too tight, and inability to flex through the glutes. Hello, back pain. We're going to do the activation breath again. Big inhale, press that foot into the ball or chair, sit nice and tall. And big exhale, relaxing it. We're going to take it again. Maybe you decide to reach your arms up. I'm going to interlace my fingers and turn my palms up. Big inhale. Press that foot into the ball or chair. And big exhale. Relaxing that foot. I'm even going to take a little side bend over to the left here. Big inhale. Press into that ball. And big exhale. Relaxing. Let's release down to our hands, sweeping that left knee back. Now let's just go ahead and switch ankles. Left ankle up over the ball or chair, making sure it doesn't slide away from you if you're using a ball on a soft surface like me. Sweeping that right foot forward into that lunge. Maybe this is as far as you go today. But if you want more without getting any pain or arching into your back, maybe we can walk those hands up to that right thigh. Sitting nice and tall. Big inhale, press into that ball. Big exhale, relaxing. Maybe we decide to wiggle into it. Maybe you decide you want to try reaching my arms back. Reaching those arms up for the sky. I'm going to interlace my fingers, turn my palms up. Big inhale, press into that ball. Big exhale. Relaxing. Working into that left hip. Notice how right side's different than the left. I'm going to take a little right side bend this time. Big inhale, press into that ball. And big out breath. Ooh, nice. And then we're going to release to those hands. Sliding that right knee, or right foot back. Coming to that right knee. Releasing that left ankle. Well, let's just take a moment to stretch into our chest. So if you're using a couch or chair, it's going to be out to your side here. If you're using a stability ball, just roll it around. Press that palm into the ball. You're on hands and knees here. Big inhale, press down into that ball or chair, squishing it. And as you exhale, it's like you're going to try and turn. You're going to try and look away towards the left, sinking that right shoulder down towards the mat, stretching to the right side of the chest. Maybe you decide to roll the ball higher than your shoulder. Maybe it needs to go lower depending on what you need. And then maybe you stay deep in that. Maybe you come up and out again. Another big activation breath. Big inhale, pressing down. Big exhale, stretching, relaxing into it. Seeing if you can deepen into that stretch. And one more time here. Big inhale, press down. Big exhale. Oh, yeah. Gently coming up and out, switching sides. Whether you're turning around, putting your left hand on that couch or chair, or you're rolling this ball across. And just figure out how high does my hand need to be? Does it need to be at shoulder height? About my eyeball height? Lower? Each shoulder's a little bit different. This one I feel in a different spot. So I gotta stretch it a little bit differently. Big inhale, press down. And big exhale, relaxing into it. Seeing if we can turn away, stretch into that chest a little bit more. Big inhale, pressing. Big exhale. Stretching into it. One more time. Big inhale, pressing. Big exhale. Oh, relaxing into it. All right. Coming up and out. Let's say goodbye, stability ball or couch or chair. Let's just come to hands and knees here. So we're going to take hands and knees position. We're going to be nice to your wrists. Flip those hands around so the fingertips are pointing back towards your knees. Try not to lock your elbows. Be gentle here. The heels of your palms can come up. We're just going to rock back like we're sitting that butt back towards the heels. You'll feel a big stretch through your forearms, even your fingertips. And rocking forward. Maybe you decide to pair this with the breath, inhaling forward, exhaling, sitting back. We're just going to take 5 of these. Keep your mouth relaxed. If your mouth is tight, so is your pelvic floor. If your pelvic floor is tight, your body's under stress. You don't want that. If we can do challenging things in a relaxed state, we call that relaxed resilience and effortless effort in men's yoga transformation. And that's what you want, whether you're in a legit emergency situation or not. Now we're going to take some circles, so we're going to shift over to the right hand side, like we're just shifting that weight over that right palm. Shifting forward, making the circle like a clock over to the left hand side, shifting back over that left palm, and then circling around to the right again. We're going to take 3 little circles, shift on those hips, shoulders, the wrists. Our wrists don't get enough care. Neither do our feet. I don't do anything really big for the feet in this one. But I can give you a whole foot little mini training if you want, taking 3 circles the opposite direction. Once you finish that, we're going to release those hands, turn those hands around, fingertips pointing towards the front of the mat, hands and knees. I'm gonna take some cows and cats, or cats and cows here. I dig my toes under because that's easier on my knees, but you can also point them straight back. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna inhale, try to untuck that tailbone like you're pointing your tail at the sky. Roll the shoulders back, arch your back like you're trying to point your heart straight ahead. You're lengthening your belly here. Try to screw your arms into the mat. It's gonna stretch your chest open like your elbows are pointing straight back. And then imagine I'm pressing your elbows together, press out into my hands, big in breath. As we exhale, we're gonna reverse, tuck that tail, zip that belly button up, press the floor with your shoulders, break that elbow belt again like you're resisting out. Tuck that chin down to your collarbones, stretching that back body. And then we'll inhale back into the cow. Lift that tailbone up, arch that back, lift that heart. And exhale into your cat. We're going to have a little bit of fun with it. We're going to inhale back into that cow. Tailbone up, heart shining. Try and shift that body over to the right. Exhale into your cat here. Round that back on the right hand side, circling around to the left. Inhaling into your cow on the left. Tailbone lifts, heart shines. Shift over to the right. Exhaling cat on the right. Circling to the left. Taking 3 of these spinal circles. Inhaling cow on the left. Shifting right. Exhaling cat. Shifting left. Coming back to center. And switching sides. Shifting left. Exhaling cat. Rounding that back. Shifting over to the right. Inhaling into your cow. Shifting over to the left. Exhaling cat. Taking these circles. 3 of them. And after all 3, then we'll take a little break. After that 3rd one, meeting in the center here. We're going to thread some needles here, working into our back, working in some spinal rotation. Ground that left palm. Take your thumb and your pointer finger, your right hand against your left wrist. We're going to trace up along our body to ensure that twist coming from your spine, not from your shoulder, not from your neck, not trying to trick yourself. So as we inhale, we're going to trace the fingertips along that left arm, up across the chest, point that right elbow at the sky. You can even peek at that right elbow. And then we're going to exhale, thread the needle. You're going to reach through this gap underneath that left armpit. See if you can press that right shoulder, that right hand to the floor. And just for fun, walk those left fingertips out overhead. Reaching nice and long, just like we did on that chair at the beginning, that melting heart. We're going to take 3 activation breaths here. What you're going to do is inhale, press that right arm down. Feel all that stretch through the back. And exhale, relax. Feel free to rock left and right a little bit. See if you can reach a little bit further through. Big inhale, pressing down with that right arm. You can even hold that breath for a second before you exhale and relax, rocking into it. Again, big inhale, pressing down. Big exhale, relax. We'll slide that left arm back underneath the left shoulder, or left hand anyway. We'll inhale up and out. Reach that right arm for the sky this time. Big open arm twist. We'll exhale to thread the needle, reaching through. Breath and movement this time. After we open up that range of motion, inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale to thread. Then we like to move. So after we address the hardware, we address the software with movement. Inhale and reaching up. Exhale to thread. I teach all these principles in men's yoga transformation over the course of 12 weeks until you master it. Inhale and reaching up. And exhale, planting that right hand. Then you learn how to put this stuff together for you and your body. Not my warm-up. It's yours now. Let's take the left pointer finger and thumb to that right wrist. We're going to inhale, opening up, tracing across the chest, pointing the left elbow towards the sky. And exhale to thread the needle here. Pressing that left shoulder, the back of that left hand to the floor. Creeping the right fingertips out overhead. Big inhale, press down through that left shoulder. And big exhale, relax, rocking into it. See if you reach a little bit further. Big inhale, press down. Big exhale, rock. One more time. Big in breath. Big out breath. Rocking into it. Sliding that right hand back underneath that right shoulder. Inhale, reach that left arm for the sky. Open arm twist. And exhale to thread the needle again. Breath and movement, 3 of these. Just noticing how that spine starts to open up. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale to thread. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale to thread. Inhale up and out, plant that left hand. Back to that tabletop. In tabletop, too many people just tell you tabletop, they don't tell you what you're doing. It's like you're doing your cow. Untuck that tailbone, roll those shoulders back, lift that heart up. And then, just in the belly, we're going to do cat. We're going to try to zip that in. So you see how I round into my mid back there. That's a nice tabletop. And we're going to do something real challenging. So you can try to just keep your knee bent as we do this. But if you want something more hard, this is what I showed you the other day. And you're going to try this variation. So from this position, we're going to bring that right knee towards the right forearm. And then we're going to send that leg out to the side. Try and straighten that right leg out. Try and lift it up higher and circle it around behind you until that right heel is right behind your right butt cheek. And then bring that right knee back down in front. Knee to the forearm. Reach that right leg out to the side. Circling around. Look at my left elbow. Keep your left elbow straight but not locked. It's going to try to do this. It's going to trick you into making you think that movement's coming from your hip. Bring that right knee down. Switch directions. Send that right leg back. Straight. Circle it around to the side like you're going to set that right thigh on top of your right shoulder. And then bend that knee, bring it underneath your body. 3 of these. Send it back. Straight leg circling around. Knee underneath the body. Sending it back. Straight leg circling around. Knee underneath the body. Ooh. Relaxing. Wiggling into those hips. Take the same thing on the other side. Bring that left knee towards the left forearm. Reach that left leg out to the side. You don't have to straighten it. Keep that right elbow straight. Lift it up high. Circle it around behind you. Left heel behind the left butt cheek. Reaching it out long. Bring that left knee back to the left forearm. Reach it out to the side. Circle it around. One more time. Whew. Hello, hips. And then we get to switch directions. Send it back. Around like you're going to put it on top of your left shoulder. Bend that knee underneath the body. 95% of dysfunction and pain in the body, in the back, the shoulders, the knees, the ankles, starts in the hips. After all 3 of those, break time. Sit it back to kneeling for a second. Shake those wrists out. Oh yeah, it's a lot of work. Now we're going to do something a little bit more muscular. Getting this body warmed up, ready to go. Told you this wasn't going to be easy. At least I think I told you. But if I didn't, it's too late. You're in it now. Plant those hands. We're going to step it back to a nice strong plank. That body is parallel to the floor. We're going to bring right knee to the right forearm. That's mountain climber. Send it back. Left knee to left forearm. Send it back. We're going to take 10 of these. Nice long inhales and exhales. That's that relaxed resilience. Feel free to take a little break. Coming down to those knees. Sitting that butt back towards the heels. That's close to a child's pose. If you keep the toes dug under, then we get to stretch in the bottoms of the feet. Let's meet back in that plank. 10 more mountain climbers. If you want something a little bit more fun, we can go knee to opposite forearm. Stepping it back. 10 of them. Keep that mouth relaxed. Breathe. After all 10, release to those knees. Keep those toes dug under. Set that butt back towards the heels. Stretch into those feet. We're going to take this one more time. A little dynamic mountain climber called a lizard lunge. Come back to your plank. We're going to step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Boom, toes toward the fingertips. Make sure big toe and pinky toe are down. Right knee follows the toes. Left knee stays up. And then we're going to step it back. Left leg steps forward. Lizard lunge outside that left hand. Toes towards the fingertips. Knee follows the toes. Step it back. Right foot. Step it back. That's 3. Left foot. Step it back. That's 4. We got 10 of these. All I'm doing is putting together some traditional fitness advice with yoga, which is a hell of a lot older than traditional fitness, which I learned the fun way. Step that right foot through again to that lizard. We're going to try and hold this. Now you can set that left knee down if you need to. Right knee follows the toes. Ground through that left hand. You already did thread the needle. It's the same thing. Inhale, trace. Reach that right arm for the sky. Exhale, see if you can reach that right elbow for the arch of that right foot. Tap. Right back up. 5 of these. Inhale up. Exhale. Elbow reach. Inhale up. Exhale, elbow reach. 2 more. 4. 1 more. 5. Plant that hand. Step it back to plank. Little break if you need it. But if you don't, step that left foot through for that lizard. Get long and strong. Knee follows the toes. Ground through that right palm. Inhale, trace, open arm. Reach that left arm for the sky. Exhale, reach that left elbow for the arch of that left foot. 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. 2. Breathe. 3. Whether you're doing this in yoga, 4, or a field of battle, or a football field, if you're the guy doing hard stuff and you're just breathing through your nose looking like nothing's happening, people are afraid of you. That's a good thing. Walk that left foot in towards that left foot, or left foot in towards that left hand. We're going to step that right foot forward to the outside of that right hand. Now we're in a nice little yogi squat. You might decide, hey, my feet need to come closer together, or they need to come further apart. You can use those fingertips on the floor to help you balance here. Look at the toes. Do the knees follow the toes? Let's see if we can get that to happen. Can you press your big toe down? Can you also press your pinky toe down? While you're here, if you gently resist your heels towards each other, that opens your hips up. That's something we do in yoga. It's funny how all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's so much more space. Try to lift that heart up and untuck that tailbone, just like we did in that cow pose. Big inhales. Big exhales. We call this malasana in yoga. Some people eat dinner in this position. That's what I'm trying to institute in my house. Maybe you don't see that in your future yet, but do this every day. 1 to 3 minutes. Things are going to change for you. We only have 10 minutes left holding this. Haha. Comedy without an audience is not as much fun. Feel free to rock right and left. Try to keep those heels down. Making little circles, and when you're ready, you're going to sit down to your butt. We're going to do the final, and one of my favorite things. Sitting down to your butt, you're going to hear some back farts come out of me here. We're going to, hands on the knees, we're going to roll back, and then we're going to roll right back up to your hips. Woo! Send those legs out to the sides. Nice wide V. Crawl those fingertips forward without slouching. So try to keep that cow position in the hips. If you're advanced, try to keep the knees and toes pointing straight up. Big inhale, rolling it back. And big exhale, rolling it back up. What I'm doing is I'm bringing my hands down to this mat so that I don't slide backwards on my sweaty back here. Rolling back. Rolling back up. We're going to take 10 of these. Rolling backwards. Returning to that V. That's 4. Inhaling. Exhaling. 5. See how much deeper you can get into this without any pain in the joints. 6. Oh yeah. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. Don't roll on your neck. 10. If you do that, things are going to hurt. Now, if you want to stay here for another hour in this little V-sit, go for it. If not, get out of here. Go about your day. Enjoy your workout and let me know how it went. If you like this, please drop in the comments. Let me know. Give me a little thumbs up on this video. And if you want more stuff like this, also let me know. Let's do it. That's pretty much it. So if you like this, make sure you drop that like. Drop in the comments. Let me know what else you want to know. What questions did you have and how did this feel in your body? Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for being here and have an awesome day. Bye.